Feel the comfort of tonight's tale as it brings you rest. Lobelia and Marigold's Moonlit Adventures. This story is about a young girl named Lobelia, who, guided by an owl named Marigold, discovers an enchanted tree and makes a heartfelt wish. In a quaint village nestled between rolling hills and lush forests, a young girl named Lobelia lived with her family in a cozy cottage. Lobelia had a curious spirit and a heart as pure as the sky at dawn. She spent her days exploring the meadows, picking wild flowers, and making friends with all the forest creatures. One balmy evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, turning the sky into a canvas of pinks and purples, Lobelia wandered into the forest, her straw hat adorned with daisies budding with each step. He had heard of an ancient tree in the heart of the forest that was said to be enchanted, and her adventurous spirit urged her to find it. As she ventured deeper, the forest grew darker, but Lobelia's heart remained light. Suddenly, she heard a gentle rustling above her. Looking up, she saw an owl with feathers as golden as the sun. The owl's wise eyes met hers, and Lobelia felt an instant connection. "Hello there," she whispered, not wanting to startle the majestic bird. The owl hoofed softly in response, its eyes twinkling like stars. Lobelia named the owl Marigold, for its feathers reminded her of the bright marigold flowers in her mother's garden. As night fell, a beautiful full moon rose, illuminating a path for the trees. Marigold, as if understanding Lobelia's quest, took flight and led the way. Guided by the moonlight and Marigold's gleaming feathers, Lobelia followed. They passed through thickets and under arches of ancient oak branches until they arrived at a clearing. In the center stood the enchanted tree, towering and magnificent, its leaves shimmering with a silver heat. Lobelia approached the tree with awe, feeling a sense of peace wash over her. She closed her eyes and made a wish, one she kept close to her heart, to always remain as pure and joyful as she was in that moment. Suddenly, the tree's leaves rustled and a gentle breeze enveloped her, as if acknowledging her wish. Marigold perched on a low branch, watching protectively. Lobelia stayed by the tree for a while, basking in the serenity of the night. Finally, she bid the tree and Marigold farewell and started her journey back home. Marigold flew with her until the edge of the forest, where they shared a silent promise to meet again. As Lobelia stepped out of the forest, she felt the newfound sense of wonder and gratitude. She knew that no matter where her adventures took her, she would always carry the innocence and joy of that moonlit night with her. The stars in the night sky seemed to twinkle brighter, as if celebrating her newfound bond with the forest and its magical guardian, Marigold. Let's continue with another peaceful journey. Flower and Bluebonnet's Delightful Dream. This story is about a girl named Bellflower, who meets a fairy called Bluebonnet and learns about the magic of joy. In a quaint little village, nestled between rolling hills and an enchanting forest, lived a kind-hearted girl named Bellflower. Each day she would wander through fields of wildflowers, her favorite place to dream. She often dreamt of extraordinary adventures and magical beings, especially fairies. One night, as she lay in bed gazing out of her window, a soft, otherworldly light shimmered in the forest outside. Curious and excited, Bellflower slipped on her shoes and tiptoed into the night. The air was cool and fragrant, with the scent of night-blooming jasmine. Under the silvery glow of the moon, Bellflower found herself in a grove where the trees whispered ancient secrets. There, under the canopy of twinkling stars, she saw the source of the light. A tiny fairy dancing gracefully, her delicate wings shimmering like spun sugar. This was Bluebonnet, a dancing fairy known for spreading joy and delight wherever she went. Bellflower watched in awe, her heart swelling with delight. Flumit noticed her and stopped her dance to flutter gently to Bellflower's side. "Hello, Bellflower," she said, in a voice like tinkling bells. Bellflower's eyes widened in surprise and joy. "You know my name's Bendicanted," she asked. Bluebonnet giggled and nodded, her eyes sparkling. "Well, of course. I've watched you from afar, and tonight I wish to bring you happiness." Bellflower clapped her hands in excitement. "Oh, please, show me the magic of your wool sidekick," she begged. Bluebonnet smiled warmly and took Bellflower's hand. Suddenly they were soaring above the treetops, the village below twinkling like a starry sky. They flew over rivers that gleamed like molten silver and fields of flowers that swayed in a rhythmic dance. Bluebonnet led Bellflower to a hidden glade where other fairies danced in a celebration of light and laughter. The air was filled with merry music, and the world seemed wrapped in an embrace of pure joy. Bellflower twirled and laughed, each moment feeling like a beautiful dream. As dawn approached, Bluebonnet gently brought Bellflower back to her village, her heart brimming with newfound delight. "Remember, Bellflower," Bluebonnet said softly, "and magic of joy is always within you." And Bellflower nodded, her eyes sparkling with happiness. She hugged Bluebonnet, feeling grateful for the unforgettable night. On that day, Bellflower carried the magic of the night with her, finding joy even in the simplest things. She knew that as long as she kept the delight in her heart, the world would always be a place of wonder. Let's drift further into peace with the next story. Nymphea and Azalea, The Journey Home. This story is about a young girl named Nymphea who helps a frog named Azalea find his way home, forming a deep bond and learning the true meaning of home along the way. In a quaint village, surrounded by lush green meadows and gentle streams, there lived a young girl named Nymphea. Her name was befitting as it shared the same elegance as the water lilies that floated gently on the nearby pond. Nymphea had a heart as pure as the crystalline waters that mirrored the sky above. One day, while wandering through the forest that skirted the village, Nymphea stumbled upon a small frog caught in a snare. The frog's skin was a vivid green, and his eyes sparkled with a hint of mischief. With a swift movement, Nymphea freed the frog from the trap. "Thank you, kind girl," the frog croaked. "My name is Azalea. I've been on a long journey to find my home." Nymphea, intrigued by the frog's tale, decided to accompany Azalea on his quest. They journeyed through enchanted woods, where the trees whispered secrets of ancient times, and crossed fields painted with wildflowers that swayed like vibrant waves. As they traveled, Nymphea and Azalea formed a bond, sharing stories and laughter. Along the way, they encountered other creatures in need. They helped a butterfly rediscover the wind, a squirrel gather enough food for winter, and a lost bird find its flock. Each act of kindness brought them closer and deeper into the heart of the land. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of pink and gold, Azalea began to feel a familiar warmth. "Nymphea, I think we're close," he said, his voice trembling with anticipation. They reached a serene pond, surrounded by blossoming azaleas. The water's surface shimmered under the moonlight, reflecting the delicate flowers and the stars above. Azalea's home was just as he remembered, a sanctuary of peace and beauty. "This is my home," Azalea said, his eyes brimming with tears of joy. "Thank you for helping me find it." Nymphea smiled, feeling a sense of accomplishment and happiness. "Then chains of lace, Azalea," she said softly. It's where your heart is at peace and surrounded by those you care about. Azalea nodded, understanding the depths of her words. As the night settled, Thea and Azalea looked up at the stars twinkling above. They felt a profound connection to each other and the world around them. And in that moment, they realized that home was not just a destination, but a journey filled with compassion, friendship, and love. Their adventure may have ended, but their friendship was the beginning of many more heartwarming tales to come. Now, let's move gently into the next journey. The Lullaby of the Star and Azalea. This story is about a human named Star and a caterpillar named Azalea, who embark on a journey to a secret garden, discovering the importance of legacy and friendship along the way. Once upon a time, in a land where the skies met forests and rivers traced the borders of meadows, there lived a kind-hearted human named Star and a vibrant caterpillar named Azalea. Every evening, Star would stroll through the fields ablaze with the colors of sunsets, feeling the warmth of golden rays as they painted their world with hues of magic. Star was not just a wanderer. They were a guardian to the secret garden at the heart of the forest, a sanctuary teeming with life and dreams. One day, as Star meandered through a path lined with whispering willows, they stumbled upon Azalea, the most lively caterpillar they had ever seen. Azalea's tiny body was adorned with a myriad of colors, evoking the very essence of the flowers they were named after. Azalea was in awe of Star's gentleness and the tales of the secret garden, which Star shared with a fond smile. Determined, Azalea expressed a desire to visit the garden, a place known only through the whispers of the wind and the songs of the nightingale. With a nod and a promise, Star guided Azalea towards the heart of the forest, sharing stories of the legacy they were to protect. Azalea listened intently as Star spoke of the garden, a realm where the spirits of every creature were intertwined, where every leaf and petal held a history of kindness and caring. This legacy, Star said, is not just about us, but about every life we touch and every heart we heal. Days turned into weeks as Star and Azalea ventured deeper into the forest. Along their journey, they encountered various creatures. A wise owl named Magnolia, a playful deer named Jasmine, and many others who all shared stories of their ancestors and the ever-living garden's enchantment. Each story added a layer of understanding and reverence to Azalea's view of the world. Finally, they reached the secret garden. It was more magnificent than Azalea had ever imagined, with flowers that shimmered like stars, trees that whispered ancient lullabies, and a fragrance that felt like a hug. As they entered, Azalea felt a profound connection to the land and its legacy. Under the gentle shade of a grand magnolia tree, Star and Azalea rested, shared their dreams, and spoke of the future. Azalea realized that the legacy was not just about the past, but also about the present and the hope for tomorrow. One day I will be a butterfly, Azalea declared with newfound determination. And I will carry the legacy forward, touching hearts and spreading the wisdom of this garden. Star smiled, knowing that the legacy would continue to thrive not because of their guardianship alone, but because of the friendship and dreams shared with Azalea. As the moon rose high, casting silver over the enchanted realm, both friends fell into a peaceful slumber, their hearts intertwined with the garden's everlasting legacy. Rest well, and may tomorrow be a bright new day.